Hello friends, today I am going to discuss the inverse trigonometric problems from the basic ones. For example, question number 1, solve the following problems stating their domain and range as well as plotting their graphs. These are the problems. Solution part A, y is equal to sine inverse x. Let x is equal to sine theta, means sine inverse x is equal to theta. Putting this value in this equation, we get sine inverse x is equal to sine theta, or y is equal to x. Now from equation 1, x ranges from -1 to +1 as well as y, because this is the angle, the sine value ranging from -1 to +1. Its graph comes out to be, this is y, this is x, +1, +1, -1 and -1. Now coming to problem number 2. B problem, y is equal to cos inverse x. Let x is equal to cos theta, meaning that cos inverse x is equal to theta, और y is equal to cos, इसकी जगह पे this cos inverse x is equal to theta, put the value theta here, and cos theta is equal to x, where x, y both belongs to, because both are the values of cosine of the angle, -1 to +1. Y is equal to x, you will get the graph, the same graph here. Now part C. Y is equal to tan inverse x. Let x is equal to tan theta. It implies that tan inverse x is equal to theta. Therefore, y is equal to tan, and this is theta, or y is equal to x. Domain and range both are same here, or x comma y both belong to R. Now if we are going to plot the graph yx, the graph we are getting, the slope is 45 degrees, angle is 45 degrees, slope is 1. Now part number 4 or D. Y is equal to cot inverse x. Again say, let cot x is equal to cot theta. It implies that cot inverse x is equal to theta. From here it can be written as this cot here and cot inverse x theta, or y is equal to x, and both will belong to R. The graph again is same. Now part D. Part E, y is equal to sec inverse x. Let sec inverse x, let x is equal to sec theta. Sec inverse x is equal to theta. Therefore, y is equal to sec, its value is theta, or y is equal to x belongs to R minus 1 comma plus 1. If we plot the graph, we will get plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1. So this point here, draw it. This is a graph for sec inverse x. Now part F. Y is equal to cosec inverse x. Let x is equal to cosec theta. It indicates that cosec inverse x is equal to theta. Therefore, y is equal to cosec, and this equal to theta, or this can be written, and the same result you are going to get in terms of domain and range and in terms of graph. Now second question. Evaluate the followings. Question number 2. Evaluate the followings. Part 1, sine inverse 1 by 2. B, sine cos inverse 1 by 2. C, tan inverse 1 by root 3. And D, tan sine inverse 1 by 2. Solution. Part A, y is equal to sine inverse 1 by 2 is equal to sine, this angle can be written as pi by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. Part B, y is equal to sine cos inverse 1 by 2 is equal to sine inverse root 3 by 2, or cos inverse 1 by 2 can be written as 60 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. C, y is equal to tan inverse 1 by root 3 is equal to tan 30 degree, 1 by root 3 30 डिग्री इसकी वैल्यू होती है 1 by root 3 अगेन, यहाँ से डायरेक्टली और लिखी जा सकती थी. D, y is equal to tan sine inverse 1 by 2 10, this is angle 30 degree and it is equal to 1 by root 3. Now coming to question number 3. Question number 3. Find the principal value of the following inverse trigonometric functions. Part A, sine inverse 1 by 2. Part B, sine inverse minus 1 by 2. C, cos inverse 1 by 2. D, cos inverse minus 1 by 2. E, tan inverse 1 by root 3. F, tan inverse minus root 3. G, cot root 3. H, cot inverse minus root 3. पहले आप सोच लिया करें, उसके बाद आगे का वीडियो देखा करें, वो आपके लिए प्रॉफिटेबल होगा. It will be better for you. First solve it and then see the solution from my video. Solution. Part A, sine inverse. इसमें ये एंगल है और एंगल में साइन का जो रेंज होता है जो आपके पास वो माइनस पाई बाई 2 से प्लस पाई बाई 2 तक. ये पॉजिटिव वैल्यू है तो 0 से पाई बाई 2 फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में होना चाहिए. तो ये जो वैल्यू मेरे पास आ जाएगी, वी कैन राइट इट डायरेक्टली. साइन थीटा की वैल्यू 1/2 होती है 30 डिग्री पे या पाई बाई 6 पे. पार्ट बी, साइन इनवर्स माइनस 1/2 इक्वल टू माइनस 30 डिग्री. नेगेटिव है तो माइनस पाई बाई 2 से 0 तक होना चाहिए. ठीक. नाउ पार्ट सी, कॉस इनवर्स 1/2. भाई ये कॉस का 0 से लेके पाई तक होता है, पॉजिटिव है तो 0 से लेके पाई बाई 2 तक, और अगर नेगेटिव होता है तो पाई बाई 2 से बड़ा होता है, ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल होता है अप टू 180 डिग्री. तो ये चीज हम डायरेक्टली ले सकते हैं. 1/2 इसकी वैल्यू होती है 60 डिग्री पे या पाई बाई 3 रेडियन एंगल पे. एंड डी पार्ट, कॉस इनवर्स माइनस 1/2, इसको हम ले सकते हैं पाई माइनस पाई बाई 3 इक्वल टू 2 पाई बाई 3, क्योंकि एंगल जो है 90 से बड़ा, पाई बाई 2 से बड़ा और 180 तक या पाई तक होना चाहिए. नाउ पार्ट ई, कॉट रूट 3, कॉट इनवर्स रूट 3. पॉजिटिव है, फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में होना चाहिए क्योंकि 0 से पाई तक जाता है. तो ये रूट 3 की वैल्यू जो होती है 30, ये पॉजिटिव है, 0 से लेके पाई बाई 2 तक आना चाहिए. और कॉट की वैल्यू रूट 3 आती है पाई बाई 6 एंगल पे 30 डिग्री पे. तो डायरेक्टली हम पाई बाई 6 लिख सकते हैं. ई पार्ट, कॉट इनवर्स, सॉरी this is not E part, this is G and this is H part, माइनस रूट 3. ये पाई बाई 2 से पाई के बीच में आना चाहिए, तो इसको हम लिखेंगे पाई माइनस पाई बाई 6 इक्वल टू 5 पाई बाई 6. नाउ E part, tan इनवर्स 1 बाई रूट 3, ऑब्वियसली इट इज इक्वल टू पाई बाई 6. 10 पाई बाई 6 की वैल्यू 1 बाई रूट 3 होती है. ये पॉजिटिव है, फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में, यानी 0 से पाई बाई 2 डिग्री तक एंगल होना चाहिए. एंड एफ पार्ट, tan इनवर्स माइनस 1 बाई रूट 3, सॉरी माइनस रूट 3. इट इज डायरेक्टली इक्वल टू, क्योंकि ये नेगेटिव है और इसका tan इनवर्स की वैल्यू जो हमारे पास रेंज होती है माइनस पाई बाई 2 से प्लस पाई बाई 2 तक होती है. ये नेगेटिव वैल्यू तो माइनस पाई बाई 2 से 0 तक होना चाहिए, माइनस पाई बाई 2 से 0 तक. Therefore, write the principal value of the following periodic functions. This one. ग्राफ की सहायता से इसको हम इंडिकेट करेंगे. सॉल्यूशन. पार्ट ए. y इक्वल टू साइन इनवर्स साइन x. Let sin x equal to z. This will become y equal to sin inverse z, and its meaning is sin inverse z equal to x. It comes out to be x. But here x belongs to here R, and y belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. This is the difference. Its domain belongs to R and its range lies in closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. It is a periodic function, repetitive function. Then, if we draw the graph here, 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, it is x, minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 2, 3 pi by 2, and minus 2 pi. Here it is y plus pi by 2 here, minus pi by 2 here. For 0 to pi by 2, it is directly equal to x, y is equal to x. And for 0 to minus pi by 2, again this can be said. In second quadrant, please draw these lines. Sign is positive. Therefore, graph will go in such a way. And in further, it is repetitive function. It will repeat itself as such. So, what will the value? From here to here, same value. Here to here, it is pi minus x. Here to here. What will we do? How we got this? Just verify the equation of line in terms of y and x, in terms of pi as a constant. यहां पे देखें, अगर यहां पे जाता है तो कहीं ना कहीं पाई पे इंटरसेक्ट करेगा क्योंकि स्लोप 1 है. ठीक, पाई स्लोप -1 आ जाएगा. यहां पे स्लोप +1 आ जाएगा. मींस it comes out to be here from this point to here on this line -2 pi plus x. Here to here पाई पे इंटरसेक्ट करेगा तो माइनस पाई प्लस एक्स. In same way, you can write everything when it belongs to this line or anywhere else. So what we can say here, that for it y or sine inverse sine x is equal to simply x for all x belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, or pi minus x for all x belongs to pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, and there minus 2 pi plus x for all x belongs to 3 pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2, and so on and so on. Now part B. Part B. Y is equal to cos inverse cos x. It will come out as we have done in sine inverse function, y is equal to x. Here x belongs to r while y belongs to 0 to pi. If we plot the graph, it is a repetitive function. If we plot the graph, we will get it is 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. In the same way, minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2 and minus 2 pi. Here it is 0, it is pi by 2 and it is pi. From here to here, this graph is that one, and from this to 2 pi, and it's pi to 2 pi, it is 2 pi. Here to here, 0 to pi means cos inverse cos x is equal to y is equal to x for all x belongs to 0 to pi, and here y is equal to x. Here y is equal to 2 pi minus x. Therefore, it is equal to 2 pi minus x for all x belongs to pi to 2 pi. In this way, using this method, here you can define using the line equation. यहाँ पे स्लोप -1 होगा, ओरिजिन से पास करता है, तो ये y इक्वल टू -x आना चाहिए. यहाँ पे ये 2 पाई पे इंटरसेक्ट करेगा और स्लोप पॉजिटिव है तो 2 पाई प्लस x आ जाएगा. इस प्रकार से हम इसको बढ़ा सकते हैं, किसी भी रेंज में देख सकते हैं. नाउ नेक्स्ट पार्ट सी. y is equal to if we put 10x is equal to z and apply the method which I have done in part A, then we will get y is equal to x. Here x belongs to R, domain belongs to R, and range, this is the angle. Y belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. If we plot the graph, if we plot the graph, this is 0, pi by 2, here 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, then here pi by 2, and here minus pi by 2. This is variable y. It is not defined at pi by 2, therefore I have made circle here that it is not going to approach here. And now after this one, the same thing we are going to do. This is pi, it will repeat itself. Time and again. And graph will completed as and so on. At this part, y is equal to directly x from here to here. What about here to here? It will cut the graph at minus pi, then it comes out to be minus pi plus x. It cuts out the graph at pi, then it comes out to be pi plus x, and so on. Therefore, we can say y is equal to x for all x belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and minus pi plus x for all x belongs to pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. In the same way, you can solve out the problem. D I will solve out E and F. And if you find some difficulty, then mention in the comment box. I will explain the later classes. Now, next part, that is part D. D, y is equal to cot inverse cot x. cot x को z एस सपोज कर लीजिए और फिर वहां से वर्कआउट करिए पार्ट ए की तरह. ये भी हमारे पास कंप्यूट करेगा y इक्वल टू x. हमें पता है x की कुछ भी वैल्यू हो सकती है, बिलोंग्स टू स्मॉल रियल नंबर, एंड y बिलोंग्स टू 0 to pi. How it is behaving, graph will explain. If we plot the graph comes out to be y 0, pi by 2 and pi. It is pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, minus pi by 2, minus pi, 3 pi by 2 नेगेटिव साइन के साथ, minus 2 pi. This is x-axis. We know that at pi by 2 angle it is not defined, that is cot x. Sorry, cot x is not defined. Cot x is not defined at x is equal to pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 and so on. Therefore, once again, cot x is not defined. Cot x is equal to cos x upon sin x, and sin x is 0 at x is equal to 0. Therefore, cot x is not defined at 0, at pi, minus 2 pi and 2 pi. Therefore, this graph must be plotted in such a way. Or x, y is equal to, we can say for 0 to pi by 2, it is equal to x. For x belongs 0 to pi. And for pi to 2 pi, slope is positive, plus x आएगा. And स्लोप इज पॉजिटिव, यानी x पॉजिटिव आएगा, पाई हम सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दें, दैट विल नो x minus pi for all x belongs to pi to 2 pi. For part E, y is equal to sec inverse sec x. It comes out to be y is equal to x, but x belongs to R and y belongs to 0 to pi minus 0 angle. If we plot the graph, then we will going to get x y pi by 2 pi 3 pi by 2 2 pi minus pi by 2 minus pi minus 3 pi by 2 minus 2 pi. It is minus pi by 2, sorry, here, then here, not this one, it is not defined at these points. If we plot the graph, then these are the points of discontinuity. Therefore, if we are going to define y or sec inverse sec x, then y is equal to, for 0 to pi, it is equal to x belongs to 0 to pi, and for this part x is positive and pi is negative, minus pi plus x for all x belongs to pi to 2 pi. Here we have to subtract pi by 2 angle where it is not defined, and here 3 pi by 2 angle where it is not defined. Now the last part, f, y is equal to cosec inverse cosec x. Part f, y is equal to cosec inverse cosec x. It means y is equal to x, where x belongs to R and y belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 except angle 0. If we plot the graph, x y pi by 2 minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 pi 3 pi by 2 2 pi minus pi by 2 minus pi minus 3 pi by 2 minus 2 pi. At 0, cosec x not defined, here not defined, here not defined, here not defined, here not defined. The graph comes out to be in such a way. From here to here, 0 to minus पाई बाई टू प्लस पाई बाई टू मीन्स हम इसको डिफाइन करने जाएं तो आ जाएगा y इक्वल टू या कॉसेक इनवर्स कॉसेक x इक्वल टू माइनस एक्स पाई बाई टू x फॉर ऑल x बिलोंग्स टू माइनस पाई बाई टू पाई बाई टू. Here to here slope is minus 1 and it is intersecting here at pi, then it is equal to pi minus x for all x belongs to pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Here to here it is minus 2 pi plus x, where x belongs to 3 pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2. यहाँ पे एंगल 0 पे डिफाइंड नहीं है, माइनस 0 भी लिखना होगा मुझे. यहाँ पाई बाई टू 3 पाई बाई टू पाई पे डिफाइंड नहीं है, माइनस पाई भी लिखना होगा. यहाँ पे 2 पाई लिखना होगा, माइनस 2 पाई एंड सो 2 पाई. This was the last part. In the next lecture, I am going to explain some more question, but I will proceed in such a way that an average student at 12th class may get my thing by seeing this video twice or thrice, maximum thrice. Okay, good night.